What's going on, y'all? Good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Friday to you guys. I wanted to do a little bit of a spin on the video as I usually do. I wanted to give you guys an example of a live trading day for me. In this video, I'm gonna show you how I break trades down, how I manage risk, and how we came out on top for the day for about $1,000. This morning was a real slight trading session, so I thought you guys would like it. Before we get in the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more videos like this in the future if you guys fuck with it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, bet, boom, y'all. So this is my outlook for today. This is my hourly chart. Actually, let's go up 4 hours. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, so this is our 4-hour chart. Daily chart, really don't have to go to. I kind of know what's going on. This green line here was the high of the year. So our current high of the year was in February. So we did just take that. And as you can see from this week, let me try to move this so y'all can see it. From this week, we've literally been going straight up. So this is what ICT likes to call TGI Friday, meaning that we're gonna offset some of the longs that we have been experiencing up until Friday. So we can expect Friday to try to come back into the range. So what you could do, let me go to micro so it won't fuck up my chart. So what you could do is mark up the low and then go to the high. And then, hold on, let me get rid of all this first. So you mark up the low, go to the high, and then look for about 30% in this range. Now, obviously 30% from what I'm seeing now looks like a daily low. I don't know if we get all the way there. I mean, it's possible. 25% is about here. So that means 30 is like basically under these lows. But basically what he likes to say is like price likes to come back at least 30% of the range on a Friday, especially if we've been moving one direction. So I'm kind of thinking we offset some of this today as far as just Friday's price action. So we'll see if we can try to get near Thursday's low. That may be a little far, but we'll see. So as far as what we're looking at now, please excuse my messy chart. I'm gonna clean it off after today. As far as what we're looking at now, we have a few lows that are in place. So we got a devil's mark here, meaning a candle with no low to it, right at 1 o'clock. I think that could be a good target for us. We got that there. We do have a small hourly gap that we're working in now. I wonder, does ES have one? ES does have an hourly gap here and here, so maybe something to worry about. We'll see. But I do like the ATM model that we're seeing right here on the hourly chart. So down close candles, formed a new high, made a new high of the year, closed back below it. Under this area here, we should stay. So we did get a good tap right at 9 o'clock and then starting to move lower. I would like to see us stay under this area. So now I'm just focusing on lower prices. So I'm thinking here, which is the low of the day as well. So it already looks like we're moving towards there. Hopefully we can get some sort of trade. I would like to see if we could come into this, now that we're on a 5-minute, this 5-minute gap, hopefully. It definitely does look like it's slipping crazy, but we are getting closer to the open. It's 9:12 currently. So we'll see what we can get. But yeah, let's see what we can do, bro. Yeah, let's see if we can get in there. I'm thinking we can get in there type shit. Let's see if we can do something like that. And then we'll scale down to our lower time frames to see if we can get some sort of move. I add an alert on so I can know. So we are making our way back up to that gap, and we have no low to this 15-minute candle. So think 15-minute power 3. We're opening, we're going higher. So this should be our wick being made, unless it's some bullshit going on. But like, this would be a great time to start looking for shorts back lower, if depending on how we use this 5-minute gap. So. So part of me just wants to go ahead and get in now. I do want to wait to see if we can get in here. Anything above 915 opening price for me, I personally feel like is a good sell, especially if we're thinking lower. So obviously we'd want to see our wick of the 15-minute candle, so you guys can see it, would be made somewhere in here. This is the last gap of the range, however. So something freaky could happen here, especially now that we are getting closer and closer to the open. So you definitely want to be on alert of that, but it looks decent. It looks decent. Okay, so we did just take this high. If we take this high and close under this down close candle, I'll probably scale one in. I'll have my stop probably above the range, and then see if we can scale another one in if that's possible. All right, boom. So we did. We see that spike we just had. It's heavy manipulation in the markets these times. So now that we are in this area, our trigger and our, I guess, spidey senses want to turn on to see if we can get some sort of ATM model. So this would be our ATM model here. Down close candle forced us into the 5-minute gap. So a close back under it could be our ATM. So something like this. Something like that. So what we could do is scale one in here. For the purpose of the video, I want to show you guys the ATM though. It's fine if I miss it. But what you would do in this situation, you'd scale in one in this 5-minute gap. Once we get to close below, you scale into another one. Okay. I may try to jump the gun here. So if we come back and go green, I'll sell. Can we go green? Can we go green? You see it's already trying to get loose. Can I see a green? Can I see a green? I might not get it, y'all. Sometimes I can be picky. Can we take some of this candle away? I'll settle for that. I'll settle for that. Stop loss will be up here. So only about 500 worth the risk. If I do scale it, it'll be about 1,000. I would like to see this 5-minute gap hold. I definitely would like to see this 5-minute gap hold. One, is there anything in the way of that? Not necessarily. I mean, if this does fail, it's because of this last gap in the range and time, because it's before 9:30, which is okay because we can take another stab at it. Still no low to 915. So I can see how they kind of playing around here. I would just want to see if this gap can hold. If we do come back under this area, basically near my entry, I'd probably add another one in. Now I want to wait for a real close. I kind of jumped the gun on this one, which is cool. How does the 2 minute look? So we did tap into that 2 minute gap too. I like that. 3 minute gap too. 4 minute gap too. Getting great reactions from it. I definitely feel like this gap should hold if we are serious about going lower. So I think my stop is in the right place. If we get some bullshit with 930, I understand. We'll probably still look for it. Then we got some pretty good targets here. Some equal lows here I like. I do like these. And then potentially lower today, so. So what you'll notice is right now it's 923. Once we get to 925, we'll get some sort of volatility in intake into the market, like a spike. And some of my students are joining in now. I am also live on with my group. So if you guys hear me explaining shit once again, it's because of that. So let's see if we can get a close under this area. I'm probably gonna add in. I want to add in a little higher so I can average up maybe just a little bit better. As you can see, we're not getting closes under this area yet, so you want to be careful. Let's see what 925 do. Hopefully it don't push us through it. There's a possibility though. See? Definitely knew that was a possibility. Let's see if this 5 minute holds, man. This is the reality of trading. Sometimes it gets uncomfortable, you know. Sometimes it may not go your way right away. Sometimes it may not go your way at all. But you manage risk well. You live to trade another day. And you keep it going. It's like I want to add in, but I got to see some sort of confirmation, bro. I got to see some confirmation. Close under here, this 924, I'd probably look to add. Let's look at ES. Okay, so ES is kind of giving us some little bit of confidence. ES definitely looks like it wants to go lower. ES have a 5 minute gap. ES barely had a 5 minute gap. It definitely does look like it wants to go lower though. So we did take the previous 4 hour low. this could cause some bullshit, especially if we want to continue higher. So I'm on alert of that. I'm on alert. Definitely don't like the price action we're seeing. I understand it's right before the open, so anything can happen for sure. We'll see what we get though. Still early, so we can get this little 500 back if it comes down to that. So we got to the high of the gap. Oh shit, look at that, y'all. So we did just make a low. I don't think I'm gonna be able to add on this trade, y'all. I would have definitely liked to do it up here. I would have waited for this ATM. But now that we just put in a wick, equal highs, anything can happen now. So I'm gonna just let it rock. Just let it rock, y'all. I definitely should have been adding as it was going up, but I wasn't really getting the confirmation just yet. So me personally, I like to wait to see some sort of confirmation higher so that we can add in, but it's all good. So we did print a little wick. I like that. I like that a lot. So I want to see how we act at this new low. So let's see if we can get here. So we're flushing lows here on ES. Open is right here now. Boom. There we go. There we go, y'all. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good 9:30 open. Cool. Where is our... Ooh, our regular trading, our gap is lower too, y'all. Oh, shit. So we did just tap 25%. Let's see if we can get to half. Let's see if we can get to half. I haven't really tapped anything. Let's see if we can withstand it. We may not. It's okay. Seems like we could potentially get taken out, y'all. Very early in the market. I'm not really tripping. Let's take this away now. So we did tap that. Oh no, we tapped. It was a 130 Devil's Mark. Okay, so we're respecting this gap. So this is half of the open range. This is gonna be a really good target for me. I'll probably move the break even when we hit that. Boom, okay, oh my gosh, yo. So we just took the low. We just took out 1 o'clock low. Can we stay heavy? You see how it's taking these lows out, coming back quickly. This is hard for me to get out. That's one thing I do struggle with, trying to get out in these situations. So we do have SMT here, y'all. This could definitely cause a headache. I may have needed to get out as it was getting lower. I see how it can be kind of nasty now. Yeah, I would like to see if we can stay under 930. We'll see though. Yeah, what's good, y'all? Hope everybody doing well. Happy Friday. Very similar to what Wiz is saying. So currently I was in a short looking to see if we can try to start moving lower. We did, like Wiz just said, just took out London high and starting to come back. So it looks like it could be kind of over for now. We do have current low of the day at about 650, well, 660. So I would want to see if we can get there. I think the biggest reason I was looking at the hourly chart and in compare, I guess in tandem, that's the word I want to use. With TGIF, we did make an hourly ATM. So I want to see if that can hold, honestly. I want to see if that hourly ATM can hold and us probably try to make a new low of the day. And then after that, it can do whatever. Because like Wiz said, I don't think we get all the way back to that 30%. That's basically taking Thursday's low. I don't think that's necessary. So I at least wanted to see just some degree lower and then see what we can do from there. That's really it though. I'm not looking at gold today. That shit's already done dropped, so I lost my interest on gold. I'm just paying attention to see if we can potentially try to make a new low of the day. Potentially at least try to get the half of the opening range, something of that nature. So we'll see. Our first gap has been made just now though at 933, so I'm gonna be watching that. So I'm watching this first gap, yo. So I definitely do want to see how we use this first gap. I think I might get stopped out, y'all. I definitely want to see us go through this first gap. So we did, that's nice. Let's see if we can reject it now. Let's see if we can reject it, try to go lower now. Definitely think it can get a little messy right here. I think I may close my position and try to readjust if we can get us move above these highs, because that's kind of letting me know that this low probably wants to stay protected. So this is how you can manage risk. Yeah, I'm gonna close it there. I want to see if I can readjust now. Avoid taking the full loss because it looks like it already wants to do that. I could see how the long could definitely be an opportunity now. Now that we're getting closes back above this area, we could try to go to this 830 gap. I'm gonna just wait for a little bit more confirmation though. So that's how you can manage risk. It's a very, very, very good example of how you can manage risk. I definitely want to see if this hourly ATM will hold though. So we did take out that low. I guess I should have been more aggressive on getting out. I think if I had 2 positions on, it'd be a lot better if I were able to get out here. But I only had 1 on, so I was just a little bit more aggressive on trying to see that low. So if we did get a short example, it would be about right here. Nah, he didn't miss nothing, Hoggy. No, I don't think he missed nothing for real, Hoggy. So we just made a new high of 9 o'clock. I definitely feel like if we're trying to go lower, that'd be the most we'd go. Because if not, we're probably gonna go back to 830. Okay, so we're starting to see that now. The ATM would be under. Definitely messy, y'all. So we do have a small SMT here, as you can see. ES went higher. Here on the NASDAQ, we failed to do so. I definitely feel like if we are gonna go lower, I'd want to see that stay. If we start closing back above these areas, I'd probably start focusing on the gap, the 830 gap for sure. So right now we're definitely seeing support from this 5-minute inversion. Definitely seems like we want to start moving up towards here. We did take out all the lows. Took out a low. I'm letting y'all know now, we on straight business, bro. I'm gonna barely be talking. I'm gonna just say, yeah, I'm liking this here. Y'all already know what to do. We on straight business, bro. Straight business. I definitely feel like I'd shift my focus towards 830 high now. Seeing pretty good reaction from that 5-minute gap that we had is being used as an inversion. I think we probably try to go up into there now. Unless we see something here, but I definitely can see that vibe. So we do got 10 o'clock news. It seems, well, right now it's 9:46. I may end up waiting for that to see what we can get. It is starting to look like a low now, though. Definitely is. If we really are bearish, I would want to see us hold in this area here. I wouldn't really want to see it start coming around. So we are about to start that 950 macro, y'all. It's 949 now. Obviously, as we know, the macro should send us to some sort of liquidity or some sort of gap. Gun in my head, it's starting to look like we want to go to this 830 gap, but I definitely feel like if we can stay in this area near this hourly ATM mark, we can probably try to move lower. But I am starting to get the vibe that this could be protected, so a little mixed. I definitely want to start seeing some bearish displacement though if we are trying to move lower. The long I probably won't catch, I'm not gonna lie, unless we get some sort of obvious dip with 10 o'clock or something like that. Now I will say, obviously this 4 hour, we took the previous 4 hour low, still closing pretty high, so I am starting to gear towards more bullish price action, which is okay. You feel me? We can catch either side of the market. It's just like the bullish price action right now isn't clean. It's not clean. So these are some good early signs here. Obviously, we want to start seeing some closes. We want to start seeing some closes for sure. So ES is moving with a vengeance. So this definitely would be a decent long here to try to go towards 830 for sure. I may look to scale in a smaller position, and I may switch to micros because I don't like buying high. And if we look here, we're starting to get to that point. From this high, this low, we're right here at equilibrium, which is why we're experiencing this choppiness. So I definitely will want to get in below a discount. I definitely am starting to look to see here, but it's a very like wishy-washy ass area that we in right now. Let's see how ES is moving with some emphasis. We're not really doing that now. 950 macro hasn't done anything yet either. Definitely looking like it may try to wait till 10. But I could definitely see us going towards here. Ooh, we do have an SMT with these lows here. If we pay attention to the 5 minute, we took the previous 5 minute low. We didn't take one here on ES. This could be a decent trade. I'm not expecting much out of it though. So if we can get a dip back into here, I'd probably take it. Probably keep my stop under half of this wick here. About a 20 points, so a little 1-to-1. Just to show you guys how you can take an ends meet setup. That's what we like to call it, just a little bread and butter. A little scrape up. It's a little nasty though, y'all. Like, I can see how we can go here. I'll try it, fuck it. I've been managing risk pretty well today, so. It's okay, boom. We get a dip under this candle here. Let's see if we can get it closed back above it. I'll probably get in on it. So this would be decent, y'all. Let me get it. Oh, so I gotta catch that there. Stop loss will be right under here. less than like about 20 points. Definitely like at least here. I definitely want to see if we can go for 830 open. I definitely feel like if we move to this gap, I'll move to break even. So here's our gap here. That's for price to go to. So definitely looking for that 830 gap to get hit, y'all. And y'all getting this a little long here. This is decent. I mean, it's really starting to look like it wants to go back to those highs now, like y'all originally said. Not really trying to dip too much lower. I think I'll put my full stop at this, full TP. I'll definitely move to break even though. Okay, boom, so we did hit 830. Start trimming my wrist. I'll trim my wrist to this low. Let's see how we treat 830, y'all. We definitely want to see if we can get above it. ES did take out the highs, so I'd be careful there. Let's see what 10 o'clock do. 10 o'clock might just go ahead and take niggas out. I'm probably gonna go 22.8. We might be able to get that today. The real all-time high. It might be a little bit of a stretch though. So I would want to see if we can get some support at the 830 low, the gap low, right here. That would kind of like, I guess, help support the idea of us wanting to go past 830 open, especially with the S&T here at the highs now. You want to be a little bit more careful or just more on alert. Definitely managing risk here. It'd be great if we could see some support here at that 830 low. So this is the support I'd want to see here. If I wasn't scaled in low, this could be a down there add if we get a close back above that down close. Because we're probably going to try to go to at least the 830 high. And then obviously high today. It'd probably be under like 738. Because if you look at the 5 minute, there's an SMT with that 5 minute candle. We took the previous 5 minute candle low. ES didn't. So that's kind of what helped me get in. I'm like, okay, they probably just trying to sneak and go to the highs. Because ES is obviously moving strong. NQ a little weaker, but it's giving signs of us wanting to continue. So I'd say that low. Or near that low if you want to shave some points off. Definitely want to see it close above 830 though. It can get a little treacherous right here. News in about 15 seconds, 10 seconds. So let's see what we get. No closes above 830 yet, so anything can happen. We'll see though. Okay, 10 o'clock, straight up. We took out 830 high. Definitely moving to break even now. Shouldn't take a loss on this. My shit ain't trying to move. It's okay, we should get triggered out though. I can't even take it off. Oh, okay. There we go. We got us 10 o'clock. Just gotta let it marinate. Okay, boom, there goes new high. Moving. Now, obviously, we don't have a low to 10 o'clock, so we need to be aware of that. I do like 800s though. Definitely will want to see if we did start to come back 830 act as support, maybe a dip under 10 o'clock. We're real close to all-time highs though. I mean, it's only like 100 points. I wonder if it wants to do all that today. I don't know though. To that continuation, Javon, good, bro. I want to see if we can get 800. I know we above the highs though, so we may not have to, but I want to see if we can get 800. Here we go. Get ready. Aim. Aim, 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 aim. Bow, bow, bow. And there we go. $1,000 trade. Great recoup from our loss earlier and did exactly what we needed to do. I wish I had more than one position on. I definitely would have held a runner. I think we can try to go to the all-time highs here at 869, but that's enough for today. Had a pretty decent week. It is Friday, so I don't want to push the needle too hard. But this is how you trade. This is how you can be effective in the markets. And even in these choppier markets, there are still opportunities for you to be successful. Before I get off, I definitely just wanted to show you my executions, show how you can take a loss, still manage risk, and still be able to be profitable. So we wanted this short here. It did work, boom. We got one target hit. I was looking for something a little more, maybe just being a little greedy on my part. I did see that we had equal highs and dropped lower, so I knew that there was a potential of it wanting to come back. So we took that small loss there, saw part of the game. But then we started to get on game to what was going on. Obviously, I would have wanted to see us move lower towards this low with the TGI Friday idea that I told you guys. But sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes you still just got to be able to stay adaptable, put your pride to the side, understand that you were wrong, and then adjust. So that's exactly what happened here. I seen the long idea. We went long here on this idea here. So obviously we had a 5-minute gap. 5-minute gap, it got inverted. That's what we were looking at to go short. It did get inverted. So now we have to focus on longs until proven otherwise. We did have our ATM model here to the upside. So this down close candle formed this move here. Then let's put a little line here. So this is our orange line here. Well, actually we put the ATM as well. So 5-minute ATM, we get to close above it here. You can go long on this candle. I got in here because if we look real closely, this may be a little bit more advanced. We have a small SMT with the candles lows. So as you can see here, this is 945 candle. ES went straight higher, didn't even come back to take out this candle's low. But if you look here at the NASDAQ, we ended up doing so. So I knew this would be the mini SMT that would take us higher. So I knew to just scale in somewhere into this area. Also with that, if we look at the range from the high to low, hold on, from high to low, we look at half here. We are right at half. Look at the choppiness we're receiving at half. So this is our last chance to truly get in the discount. So this is why I got in on this candle here. It was as close to the discount as I can get, obviously. So then we just wrote it out above the highs to 22,800. So I really think we have the potential to go up here to 870, but it's all good. So that really breaks down that trade there for you guys. Even after the loss, we were still able to be successful. So that just goes to show the reality of trading. Sometimes you take losses, but it's a matter of you bouncing back, staying focused, staying locked in, so that you can catch the trade that will make the most sense. And this definitely did here. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I definitely will be doing a lot more of these in the future. Comment if you guys would like these type of videos in the future. I definitely enjoy making it. That is my trading week. Pretty decent week to say the least. And I will catch you guys on the next one.